Guatemala and the United States both know what it's like to hoist the Concacaf Futsal Championship trophy, but only one of them will earn the opportunity to do it again as they meet this evening in the semifinal. Excited to bring you the action as two of the tournament's favorites battle at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. I'm Joe Malfa, and what a tournament it has been so far. What a night it was last night for Guatemala, getting past El Salvador to set up this matchup with the United States, and a date with Costa Rica in the title game on the line. The loser will face Panama in tomorrow's third-place game. Guatemala got here with an improbable comeback last night. They were trailing 2-0. They pulled their goalkeeper for the extra attacker with about 9 minutes remaining, a very early, bold move as they tried to get back into the game. And it worked out. They scored a goal with 6 minutes remaining to make it 2-1. And then with 34 seconds remaining, they got the goal from Roberto Alvarado to make it 2-2. They took a lead in the second extra time, squandered it, but Alvarado converted then the decisive penalty kick as they won 4-3 on kicks from the mark. The United States had an easier path here. They beat Dominican Republic 2-0 in their quarterfinal. Not nearly as much drama involved as Guatemala's affair last night. And these two teams have a bit of a history in this tournament. Nothing dating back to 2016. It was a tournament that the United States missed. But going all the way back to 2012, Guatemala beat the United States 2-1 in the final group game to win the group and eliminate the United States. And in 2008, Guatemala beat the United States 4-0 in the semifinal. And here again, they meet in the semis once again. A date with Costa Rica in the championship match on the line. In 2012, Guatemala faced Costa Rica in that title game, and Costa Rica won. So Guatemala would love to get back there and get some revenge on Costa Rica here on their home soil in Guatemala City. Teams are just about set to exit the tunnel.
Damas y caballeros.
I will rejoin you in a few moments after the national anthems for the respective countries.
Estados Unidos y Guatemala para el partido de esta tarde del Campeonato de Futsal de Concacaf 2021. Sean bienvenidos. Ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Estados Unidos, seguido por el himno nacional de Guatemala.
host nation, Guatemala, attempting to get through to the final once more. Captains meet for the coin toss. Diego Moretti, the goalkeeper and captain for the United States. Alan Aguilar, captain and leading scorer for Guatemala. Players exchange a fist bump with the referees as well. Guatemala in the whites, United States in the blues. These teams share one common opponent, and they had the same result against that. More in a second. Starting lineup for the United States: Diego Moretti, Zach Reguet, Alencar Ventura, Ricardo Sobrera, and Luciano Gonzalez. For the head coach, Dusan Yakica, former assistant coach for the Serbian futsal team. Guatemala, same lineup as last night: Jose Reyes, Edgar Santizo, Jose Mancia, Alan Aguilar, and Wanderlei Ruiz for Jaime de Leon. That common opponent I had mentioned, Dominican Republic. Guatemala beat them 4-2. United States beat them 2-0. For Guatemala, that came back in the group stage, their opening match of the tournament. And the United States beat Dominican Republic yesterday in the quarterfinal. Both of these teams are through to the World Cup, but now the attention shifts towards winning the trophy here in this tournament. Guatemala qualified for a 4th consecutive World Cup. For the United States, their 6th overall and their 1st since 2008. Jose Reyes had a big night in goal for Guatemala yesterday. Was in there for the first penalty kick before Lester Arevalo entered the net for the remainder. Guatemala won 4-3 on penalties. United States, as I mentioned, a much easier go of it in the quarterfinals. 2-0 win over Dominican Republic. Some last words between the official and United States goalkeeper and captain Diego Moretti. Which team will meet Costa Rica tomorrow in the championship match? We'll find out together over the next hour and a half or so. Guatemala begins in possession. They struggled for much of the match last night against El Salvador, but found their way late. And an early shot goes high and wide from Jose Mancia. The United States have demonstrated a slower, more methodical pace throughout this tournament. Guatemala has been more of a volume opportunity team. If they have a shot, they're going to take it. And they're going to go for it. An early one for the United States goes wide. Luciano Gonzalez. Wide of the near post. So in the first 20 seconds, both teams exchange rocketed shots that go high and wide. Back to Guatemala, the host nation. They won it in 2008. Runners-up in 2012 against Costa Rica. A chance to face Costa Rica in the title game once again. Santizo. Last off of Mancia as Gonzalez makes the play. Ventura puts it back in with the kick in. Back to Moretti. Shipped forward and given away. Dusan Yakica, head coach for the United States. He took over as head coach in September of 2019 after 6 years as assistant coach for the Serbian futsal team. United States futsal program that failed to qualify for the 2016 edition of this tournament. They lost to Canada in a qualifier. But back in the tournament this year and heading back to the World Cup once again. Great efforts by Dusan Yakica taking over as the head coach and getting this program back on track. Alan Aguilar lays it off for Santizo. He went left with the pass. Mancia went right with the run. Santizo played an instrumental role in Guatemala's comeback last night. Team lifted the goalkeeper, Jose Reyes, with about 9 minutes left to get the extra attacker out there, and the extra attacker donning that designated goalkeeper kit was Santizo. You saw there in the foreground as Jose Reyes directed the back line for this corner kick, sent all the way across. Ricardo Sobrera, 32-year-old winger, put that corner all the way across the United States. Every game that Guatemala has played has been exceptionally tight. 4-2 win over Dominican Republic, in which they got that fourth goal late to put some distance between the upstarts making their debut in the tournament. In their second match, they beat Trinidad and Tobago 4-3. And as I mentioned last night, tied 3-3 after extra time, won on penalties. Close games as well for the United States. They have not had a margin of victory better than 2 goals. A 1-1 draw against El Salvador, a pair of 4-2 victories over Nicaragua and Cuba, and then a 2-0 win over Dominican Republic. United States won Group D by virtue of the second tiebreaker, which is goals scored. First tiebreaker, goal differential, they were tied with El Salvador, but in goals scored, they had 9, El Salvador had 8. Otherwise, the United States and Guatemala would have met last night as opposed to today. Shot is blocked by Reguet. Back out for Enriquez. Ale. Back and forth with Enriquez. Now plays it over to Sandoval. Ale out wide to the hero from last night, Roberto Alvarado. Scored the game tying goal with 30 seconds left. Then put Guatemala up in second extra time. They blew the lead, but he scored the decisive penalty kick. With it now and takes a deflection on the way into Moretti. See if Alvarado can build on last night's momentum and help out Guatemala's case again today. So much drama in that match last night against El Salvador. Their neighbors in Concacaf, their rivals. As Maciel turns right into Jose Reyes. Everson Maciel, center of the field for the United States, scored a bicycle kick in the opener against El Salvador. That was that night's top play on SportsCenter. Opportunity here, Gonzalez pulls it inside, gets through the legs of the defender Ale, but too heavy of a touch into the arms of Jose Reyes, and a foul committed as well, the first against the United States. Three changes for Guatemala. Ruiz, Mancia, and Aguilar back out there. Ruiz, sideline, in front, and put over the bar. And the first time volley by Jose Mancia. As we take another look, Ruiz got by Gonzalez. Already looking to hit Maciel on that long toss. Out for a kick-in. Tomas Pondeca, number 11, out there on the far side for the United States in this matchup for the first time. 2 goals scored, 1 against Nicaragua, 1 against Dominican Republic. One of the bright spots in this tournament for the United States. Pondeca just 19 years of age. Figures to be a pillar for this squad going forward. Mixture of young and old on this United States roster. Out there right now, you have the 19-year-old Pondeca and the 43-year-old Maciel, as that shot by Aguilar is on the outside of the netting. Pondeca. Pass off of Ruiz. Sakitsa looks on, head coach for the United States, as Pondeca goes all the way across and now gets it back. Tomas Pondeca tried to play it off of Ruiz, but it will be a Guatemalan kick-in. Aguilar to Ruiz. Out for Mancia. Aguilar making the run in. Shot is blocked. Ruiz jockeying for position. Throws down Pondeca. Violent challenge from Ruiz. Just a stern talking to from the official. United States players were asking for a card. Another look at it. Throw down from Ruiz. That'll set the tone early between these two teams in terms of the physicality, for sure. Battling for the right to face Costa Rica tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the championship match. That shot takes a slight deflection. Moretti has no trouble with it. Costa Rica was trailing in their match today. Panama had a 1-0 lead up until the halfway mark of the second half. And then Costa Rica, a quick avalanche of 3 goals in 3 minutes. And they went on to hold on for the victory. Costa Rica has not lost in this tournament since 2008. Defending champions from 2012 and 2016, going for the three-peat tomorrow. But one of these two teams will have an opportunity to change that, rewrite the ending. Pondeca, taken away by LA. Moretti plays professionally in Italy. Another bicycle attempt from Maciel. They already scored 1 in this tournament, not that time for the 43-year-old. Enriquez to Alvarado, chipped over. Pondeca going in. Very late whistle. And the foul goes against the United States. Second foul against the United States. Look at the contact. Or no, the call in the end, thought it was for a foul. It was for a pass back in that exchange. Moretti grabbed it, was not supposed to. On the pass back from Pondeca. Appeared initially as if it was a call for the contact, but not the case. Indirect kick. Alvarado shoots it right at Moretti. Danger averted for the United States. He was looking for his teammate Jose LA at the back post. But Moretti cleared it away. Alvarado again. Back to Enriquez. Over to Sandoval. Enriquez at the point. Alvarado on the sideline. Pressure from the United States forces Guatemala back into their own half. Ale to Enriquez, looking to get it back into the United States half. They do, and Pondeca clears it out. Took a deflection off of Guatemala though, so kick in for the United States. Briguet. for Pondeca. Julian Escobar, leading scorer for the United States with 3 goals. Laid off, far side shot is in! The opening goal for the United States belongs to Lucho Gonzalez, his second of the tournament. 1-0 lead for the Americans. Placed in his path by Daniel Matos. And Gonzalez beats Reyes to the far post. Scored 1 goal against Cuba. Gets his second of the tournament here. Guatemala trailed 2-0 last night until the final 9 minutes of the match. 8 minutes into this one, the United States up 1-0, but that now is the 3rd foul against the United States. Only a couple more to give before Guatemala ends up at the 2nd penalty mark. Excuse me, that is the 2nd. My mistake, the other one ended up being the pass back to Moretti, not a foul, as Moretti waits for it and grabs it. Goal scorer Gonzalez with it, chips it to the far side for Pondeca. Matos gives it away. Ale turns away from Reguet. Ruiz finds Aguilar. Working on Matos. Aguilar steps over, left-footed shot saved by Moretti. Second save for Diego Moretti. United States qualified for their first World Cup since 2008. And now have a lead in the semifinal as they look to make it back to the Concacaf Futsal Championship final. They lifted the trophy at the inaugural edition of this tournament in 1996, and then again in 2004. Third place finishers in 2000 and 2008. Guatemala won the tournament in 2008, runners-up in 2012, third place finishers in 2016. Maciel on the ground. Which way does the call go here? Both players end up on the ground. Santizo and Maciel. Looks like Santiago got the worst of it and slaps away the hand of Maciel. Another look right side of your screen. Players jockeying for position. Looks like an elbow from Maciel caught Santizo. From that angle, appeared to be the forearm of Maciel. It's a drop ball, no foul call. Stoppage to tend to the head injury of Santizo, but he popped right up and is good to go. Ruiz working on Pondeca. Tries to get outside, Moretti stops it. Still alive, across, the shot is skied. Moretti was out of position. Santizo mishits it with the left foot. Open goal, Moretti was scrambling back. The shot sent wayward by Santizo anyway. Flat ball, nice move down the sideline. Gets past another man and is taken down by Aguilar. Yellow card coming out of the pocket for the captain, Alan Aguilar. Lead for the United States. Free kick coming up. Ventura taken down after the nice move. Gonzalez already with 1 goal, standing over the free kick. Gonzalez plays it across, shot taken from the far side, and blocked. It was Klepal who took the shot. Gonzalez keeps it in back to Moretti. And he just puts it on target on Reyes. We're guaranteed to not have a new championship winner here in this tournament. 6 previous editions, the only 3 champions. Guatemala, United States, Costa Rica, as Moretti makes the save. And with Costa Rica already in the title match and set to face one of these 2 teams, it will be another repeat champion. Across and sent away by Pondeca. Question is, will it be Costa Rica's 4th, the United States 3rd, or Guatemala's 2nd? Panama was hoping to crash the party, but gave up the 3 second-half goals to lose earlier today against Costa Rica. Pondeca chips it to Gonzalez. Ruiz intercepts, stumbles over the ball. Alvarado, 2 goals yesterday, near post, near Lee. Moretti down to Maciel, takes it down. Maciel centers it, but to the back side of his teammate. Quickly it goes the other way. Guatemala showing signs of coming to life. Was there to defend. Moretti saw it the whole way, did not trouble him at the near post. Under pressure, Gonzalez applying the pressure, and Matos plays it off of him. Pablo Gonzalez into the match for the first time tonight. 1 goal already in this tournament for Guatemala. Missed a couple of great opportunities last night that could have cut into the deficit earlier in the match, but all's well that ends well. Guatemala came through anyway. Cabrera can't get past Gonzalez. 8:30 remaining in this first half. Joe Malfa with you this evening. Action taking place at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. The host nation, Guatemala, trailing 1-0. Goal scored by Lucho Gonzalez earlier in the half. Shot taken by LA. Cleared away by Cabrera. Danny Matos had the assist on the goal, along with backup keeper Eduardo Macias, the only 2 holdovers from the United States roster that failed to qualify for this tournament in 2016. 12 new additions with those 2 holdovers. And that goes through harmlessly. For the U.S., Moretti, Gonzalez, and Pondeca play professionally in Europe. Escobar, Reguet, Cabrera, and Vega play Major Arena Soccer League futsal here in the United States. This team gathered in Atlanta on April 26th before leaving for Guatemala on April 30th. And they're hoping to return home with a trophy in hand. Up 1-0 in the second semifinal of the day. A date with Costa Rica in the title game on the line. Gonzalez back to Matos. Wide for Cabrera, forward to Reguet. Cabrera can't quite poke it over to Matos. 3 substitutions coming for Guatemala. Ruiz cuts it to Arevalo, who has been held off the score sheet in this tournament. Arevalo, after scoring 4 in the 2016 edition. From Arevalo to Aguilar. Pass Reguet. Aguilar shot saved by Moretti. 3 saves for Moretti. Just 1 save for Jose Reyes on the other end. Not too many opportunities for the United States, but they converted 1 of them. Give away. Arevalo turning, has Aguilar. Pivots, far side, Santizo has it blocked by Matos. Aguilar. Across for Santizo once more, inside for Aguilar. Taken away by Matos. Lucho Gonzalez over the top, looking for Klepal. Escobar, who we haven't seen yet for the United States, leads the way with 3 goals, followed by Klepal and Pondeca with 2 each. That was until Lucho Gonzalez joined them with 2 goals after he opened the scoring in this one. Ventura can't get there. Back for Gonzalez and now to Moretti. Ventura with a little shove into Aguilar. No call made as the players collided. 6 to go in the first half. Gonzalez pressured by Aguilar. Back to Klepal, under pressure from Arevalo. Guatemala starting to apply the heat to the United States. Santizo. Across, cleared away by Gonzalez. Eduardo Buenfield warming up on the sideline for the United States to check in for the first time. Santizo, back for Alvarado. 2 goals in this tournament, both last night. That shot blocked by Ventura. And Aguilar pokes it all the way back to Santizo, who has been very involved in the attack for this team. No goals to show for it. Gonzalez checks in. Ale to Alvarado. Gonzalez ahead of him. Alvarado working on Ventura, deflected by Maciel. Gonzalez unable to turn. Ventura to Moretti, and back again. Ventura looking for Gonzalez, making the run on the far side. Ventura has some words with Roberto Alvarado as the 2 cross each other. Guatemalan sideline unhappy with something. Maciel chips it up, and he caught a boot to the face. Maciel walking over to the Guatemalan sideline, having a word with the referee. Shot to the cheek from Alvarado. Take another look at it. Caught it right on the cheek and the nose. Ventura stands over the indirect kick. Plays it off. Shot taken by Klepal and blocked on the way in by Jose Ale. Gonzalez, his goal of difference right now. Sends it in front. Ventura battling for it still. And Alvarado clears. Game getting a bit chippy between these 2 teams as the first half draws to a close. 4:35 remaining. Buenfield forward. Klepal back to goal. Turns. Klepal in front and just misses Buenfield. Intelligent run made by Buenfield. Very strong hold-up play by Klepal to maintain possession and get that cross on target. pressure from Campagnac. Guatemala earns a kick in. First we've seen of Fernando Campagnac. Cross from Alvarado to LA. Thought about the shot from distance. Gonzalez lays it off for Campagnac for the shot that's blocked and then saved by Moretti. Took a slight deflection from Buenfil. Ruiz working on Buenfil, cuts in, Ruiz has a lane, he shoots, saved by Moretti. Clean look for Ruiz. Fifth save of the match for Diego Moretti. Shot from Aguilar is blocked by Klepal. All the way back to Jose Reyes, who has still had to just make one save in this. Shot blocked by Aguilar. Friendly fire there, and Arevalo sends this one going off frame. Thrown all the way to Reyes. And the one save Reyes had to officially make wasn't all that difficult. Not too many opportunities for the United States. A couple of shots put wide, a couple blocked by defenders. Only 2 shots that have gotten through to Reyes, and one beat him. Courtesy of Lucho Gonzalez, who now sends it wide for Klepal. Has an option, and Reguet goes back instead to Gonzalez, who puts Aguilar on the deck with a good move. Gonzalez just gets rid of it. United States resets. Had no options. Unhappy with his teammates. Sent in to the box. Ruiz lays it off. Arevalo couldn't get there. All the way down for Reyes. Santizo to Arevalo, and now Ruiz. Santizo again. Ruiz surveys his options. Looks eager to take on Klepal. He does. Still with it. Beat Klepal a moment ago to take the shot. Tries to get it back on the pass. Outside, Santizo's shot blocked. Out for a corner kick. Another look at the volley. Gonzalez knocks it out for a corner. Santizo shows for it, and it's poked away by Zach Reguet. Aguilar gets it into Santizo. Guatemala controlling much of this half, but nothing to show for it. Stout defensive play by the United States. And 5 saves in goal from Diego Moretti. Ruiz. Santizo to Aguilar. Looking to get it through the legs of Klepal. Earns a kick in. Across to Santizo. Gets by his man, left-footed shot, just wide of the post. Had Moretti beat, but had the post beat as well. We'll get a good look from this angle at just how close it was. The answer, very. Sigh of relief from Moretti. Timeout taken by the United States to alleviate some of this pressure they've been under. Ever since they scored that goal, just 8 minutes into it, they have been on the back foot with Guatemala attacking. Guatemalans have held the possession. They've had the shots. They've had the opportunities. The one thing lacking, a conversion. Jaime De Leon trying to get it right in the huddle for Guatemala. Dusan Yakitsa going over some things with Zach Riget. The United States, as a team, have conceded just 5 goals in this tournament through 4 matches. Back to Moretti. Laid off for Campagnac. Klepal looked like he was going to take it and go the other way. Still alive. Campagnac fighting for it. Back to LA for the shot. And it's wide. Long toss forward to Riget. Takes it off the chin. Alvarado. 65 seconds left in the half. Back to LA for the shot, and it's wide. The United States has played one more game in Guatemala, being in the only group that had 4 teams. The other 3 each had 3 teams. Pondeca has an opportunity here, gets it over to Riget, looking to get it back, but Gonzalez clears. .45 seconds left in the half. Riget all the way back to Moretti, in front of that, Gonzalez. Now committed by Alvarado. The Americans have not conceded since there were 17 minutes left on the clock in their match against Cuba, their last group stage match. They shut out Dominican Republic 2-0 in the quarterfinals. So unless Guatemala scores here in the next 34.9 seconds, that is quite the shutout streak for the United States to take into the half of this game. Gonzalez looking to change it to Alvarado, and out for a kick-in. 77 minutes of gameplay since the U.S. last conceded a goal. 40 minutes against Dominican Republic, nearly 20 minutes here, and 17 minutes at the end of the Cuba match. Thrown down to Maciel, gets his head in front of the fists of Reyes. Perhaps one more chance off of this kick-in for the United States with 12 seconds left in the half. The goal from Lucho Gonzalez. Difference right now, he's in possession again. 10 seconds. Back to Matos. Gonzalez again, forward towards Pondeca, but all the way out. Reyes might heave this one down the field and hope something good happens. Or he'll just roll it to LA and end it. Nope, he will heave it down the field, flicked on, but wide. Might as well take a chance like that. Does not pay off in the end. As soon as Moretti gets back into play, the buzzer will sound to end the first half. 1 for the United States, none for Guatemala. The goal courtesy of Lucho Gonzalez. Back in a few moments with highlights from the first half. Halftime between Guatemala and the United States, with the Americans up 1-0 courtesy of the goal scored by Lucho Gonzalez. Joe Malfa here with you for the second of today's semifinal matches. Costa Rica won the first 3-1. The winner of this will meet them in the title game. Not too many opportunities for the Americans, but they converted one, and that's all that matters. Guatemala certainly have been the aggressors offensively. They haven't gotten a ton of shots on target. From already 5 saves in the first half, but many more shots put high or wide from the Guatemalans. And here the goal for Lucho Gonzalez. That's the difference at the moment. Slotted it right by Jose Reyes. A great look at it from this angle, just over the left hand. Reyes knows he just barely missed it. Alan Aguilar has helped set the tempo for Guatemala. Santizo has had a couple of opportunities as well. Guatemala has to get it cleaned up in the attacking half to get back into this one. Moretti has been strong in goal with 5 saves, and this United States squad has been stout defensively the entire tournament, conceding just 5 times through 4 matches. A 1-1 draw, a pair of 4-2 wins, and then a 2-0 victory. That ball nearly found Buenfield for a goal that would have put the United States up 2. Wanderlei Ruiz, that was maybe the cleanest look of the half for Guatemala as he cut in and shot it. The save was made by Moretti, and another put just wide by Santizo. There's your first half action. The United States leading 1-0. Back in a few moments with half number 2. a minute away from beginning half number 2 at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City, Guatemala, in the second semifinal of the day. Joe Malfa here with you this evening. Guatemala, the host nation, trailing the United States 1-0. A spot in the title game against Costa Rica on the line. The Ticos beat Panama 3-1 earlier to qualify for their third consecutive championship game. The last time a nation other than Costa Rica won this tournament, it was Guatemala in 2008. But at the moment, the Guatemalans will be playing in the third place match against Panama. 20 more minutes, perhaps more, to decide it. We needed more last night for Guatemala. Topping El Salvador on penalties. Underway in half number 2. The United States in the blues begin with possession and a 1-0 lead. Gonzalez to Pondeca, keeps it in, only for a moment. Reyes goes quickly the other way. Aguilar too far away from it, ends up in the hands of Moretti. Takeaway, Aguilar, 1v1 with Moretti, the big save! Shutout streak of 77 minutes and counting for the Americans and Moretti. Advantage was played for Aguilar, across, and now one more penalty. Scored by Jose Mancia. We have a level 1-1 match. Perfect kick in to the back post. Sent by Wanderlei Ruiz. Gonzalez loses his mark. Mancia makes the Americans pay. Shutout streak over at 77 minutes. And just 25 seconds into the second half. A brand new ball game, 1-1, level again. For Mancia, his third goal of the tournament. I believe they're redoing the kick because the clock didn't start. Whatever the case is, back to the action. Gonzalez, heavy touch, dispossessed. Moretti has to grab it. Shaky start to the second half for Gonzalez on the backside for the United States. He does have their goal. Klepal off the leg of Mancia. He scored the first goal for Guatemala last night to make it 2-1 before Roberto Alvarado would equalize late in the match. Mancia again. Mancia, shot saved by Moretti with the fingertips, and he clears it out. Seven saves for Moretti now. Only one save on the other end for Jose Reyes. Not many opportunities for the United States, as that one always a few feet wide. Mancia has a goal in 3 of the 4 matches for Guatemala. Pondeca forward to Riguet. Stumbles over the ball. Klepal keeping it alive. Klepal to the corner. Battling. Gets through only for the moment before Aguilar takes it away and clears. Gonzalez the goal for the Americans. Mancia the goal for the Guatemalans. A spot in the final against Costa Rica on the line. Riguet chests it. Lays it off for Pondeca. Unable to settle it. Other way, Alvarado, the shot saved by Moretti. That's his 8th. very sloppy start to the second half for the United States. Campagnac goes the wrong way with Halle. Moretti has already had to make a couple of saves, and a goal has been scored, and this half is not even 2 minutes old yet. Chipped over the top towards Alvarado, cleared by Pondeca. Ale over to Arevalo. Campagnac. Two defenders there. And it's out for a Guatemalan kick-in. They just had one from the similar spot on the other side of the field. And it led to the goal. Played off, shot taken by Ale. Looking for Campagnac at the back post. Alvarado to Ale. Back to Alvarado. Ale again. Moretti watches it sail wide. Pondeca nearly gives it away. Would have put Alvarado in alone. Campagnac with it. Back for Ale. All Guatemala in the second half. Shot taken by Alvarado, and it's blocked out for a corner kick. Chip to the backside. Ale's shot. Sent wide. Gonzalez to Ventura. Working past Umes, who wins it. Ventura still fighting for it. Sends it back for Gonzalez. Ventura down in some pain on the far side. They didn't get a clean look at what exactly happened, but the trainer's out to tend to him. After that challenge, he was hobbled a bit, favoring that left leg, it seems. And helped off by the training staff. Keep an eye on that as Aguilar takes it across midfield. It has a lane to shoot, but puts it wide. Gonzalez flicks it on. Sliding challenge from Campagnac. Kick in for the Americans. From Matos back to Gonzalez. Given away by Gonzalez again. Aguilar through. Arevalo too strong for him. It's a handful of giveaways already by Lucho Gonzalez in this second half. And he is the one who lost his mark on the goal scored by Guatemala. Aguilar over to Ruiz, had the assist on the goal. Santizo. Chested down by Aguilar. Ruiz to Santizo, inside Aguilar running past Maciel, but he's able to win it. First time we saw Escobar out there. Sends it forward to Maciel. Escobar is the team's leading scorer with 3 goals. Escobar. Klepal, step over, shot rising high. Julian Escobar, the 33-year-old winger, has 3 goals in this tournament. All came against Cuba. Good enough for the team lead for the Americans. Matos has it blocked in front. Moretti. Long toss down to Reguet. Escobar with him, as is Klepal. Reguet still in possession. The shot saved by Reyes, just his second of the evening. Again, the United States have not taken many shots or had many opportunities. A game largely controlled by Guatemala. On the flip side, Moretti has had to make 8 saves for the United States. To the backside, but over everybody. Takes a deflection, though, along the way. Kick in for the Americans on the far side of the field. Matos to Reguet. Last off of Reguet. Either Guatemala or the United States have been in 4 of the 6 championship games in the Concacaf Futsal Championship. That will become 5 of the 7 this time around. The Americans have won 2 trophies. Guatemala just once. The U.S. has not been to the final since 2004. Guatemala made it back-to-back times in 08 and 12, did not make it there in 2016. They came in 3rd place after falling to Costa Rica in the semifinals. Through from Ruiz, in front. Santizo came inside towards the penalty mark. Pass went the other way. Goal scored in this half by Jose Mancia for Guatemala. Broke a 77-minute shutout streak for the United States. Headed on by Escobar. Played back to him by Reguet unintentionally. Escobar under pressure. Back towards Reguet. Trying to turn past Ale. Wins it. Matos stumbles over the ball and Santizo, and it's in the arms of Reyes. Campagnac allows a change to be made by going slowly. Aguilar steps back out on the field. Ruiz working on Matos, finds Aguilar, newly inserted. Alvarado on his left wing, takes a shot, it's blocked. Reguet doesn't have anybody there to help him, takes it himself, has a shot blocked, out for a kick in by Aguilar. Both of these teams heading to the World Cup in Lithuania later this year. Giveaway by Escobar. Opportunity for Guatemala. Campagnac cuts it back. Nobody there. Aguilar gets there, and his shot is blocked out for a kick in. Aguilar working on Klepal. The shot saved by Moretti. His 9th. Giveaway again from the Americans. Moretti just watches it go out. U.S. heading to its 6th World Cup. They have the 2 best finishes in the World Cup by a CONCACAF side. 3rd place in 1989, runners-up in 1992. Ventura gets by his man, the shot. High and wide as Umes steps in. Foul went against Guatemala. Advantage was initially given. Just checking over with the scorer's table that the foul gets recorded. Umes to Arevalo. Heavy ball across to Campagnac, but he deals with it. Aguilar thighs it down. No call. Contact, but the Americans go the other way. Gonzalez already with one goal, lays it off for Ventura. He's taken down hard from behind by Aguilar. No call. Aguilar does have to be careful. He's already on a yellow card. A dozen minutes left to play. Aguilar on Gonzalez. Still with it. The captain for Guatemala puts it over into the United States bench. Klepal plays it back to Gonzalez, lofted forward. Maciel thighs it down towards Ventura, but too far out in front, and Aguilar over to the sideline to take a breather for Guatemala. Quick chat with Jaime De Leon before he takes a seat. Umes. Arevalo to Campagnac. All the way down the field, and Moretti will get it back into play. Joe Malfa here with you this evening. Action taking place at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. The host nation got a second half equalizer by that man, Jose Mancia. Looking for a go-ahead goal. Moretti prevents it for the moment. Umes. Right on target to Moretti. Shot into the stands by Arevalo. Chat between Dusan Yakitsa and Pondeka. Mancia. Dangerous ball across as Gonzalez nearly jumped it, but it got there. And now given away to Maciel. Maciel to Klepal. Back for Matos, who has the assist on the goal tonight for the Americans. Gonzalez gives it away. Tries to win it back, and he goes through the back of Mancia, called for the foul. Chance on the free kick for Guatemala. Wanderlei Ruiz stands over it. He had the assist on the goal scored by Mancia. Can the two combine again? Mancia there in the box, just played over by Ruiz. Santizo looking for Mancia, scissor kick. Nearly halfway through the second half. At this juncture of the game last night, Guatemala was down 2-0. And a minute from now is when they already ditched the goalkeeper for an extra attacker. Totally different situation tonight. In this one and in control for much of this second half. Moretti sends it down. Forget collides with Reyes, who punches it away. Again, forward to Reguet. Reyes, quick to it to clear it away. Lucho Gonzalez. Santizo in front of him. Matos across. Sobrera gets it to Reguet. Ruiz wins it. Reguet cuts him off. Still battling for it on the ground. Reguet taken down now by Ruiz. No call out for a kick in. Ruiz to Aguilar. Looking for Ruiz again was Santizo. Couldn't get it there. Sobrera. Saved by Reyes. Aguilar across to Santizo. Up for Ruiz. Backtracking Gonzalez to win it for the U.S. Space again for Sobrera. Took a shot from there a moment ago. This time weaves his way through Sobrera. Save again by Reyes. Sobrera bringing the United States offense to life. Reyes has to make as many saves on Sobrera in the last minute as he has had to the rest of the game. 4 in all. Aguilar. Gonzalez knocks it out. Kick in for Guatemala. Almost in the exact spot from the kick in that created their opening goal. Still their lone goal, of course, in this 1-1 scoreline. Campagnac, shot saved by Moretti. Corner kick for Guatemala. The 11th for Diego Moretti. Ruiz to Campagnac. He whiffs. And it ends up in the hands of Moretti. Long toss towards Reguet. Diving header attempt. United States playing very direct. Like to get it up to Reguet or Maciel, whichever of the two is up there in the attack. Costa Rica already through to the championship match. Who will join them? 7:49 left in the second half. If need be, we go to extra time. A reminder, it is not golden goal. We will play 2 5-minute extra time periods. And if still tied, we will go to penalties. We've already seen 2 matches end on penalties already. Outside, Arevalo, wide. Campagnac crashes into the goal. Not sure if this was a shot from Arevalo or a cross to Campagnac. In the end, looks like it might have been a cross. You see the eyes here of Arevalo looking right at Campagnac after the ball left his foot. Forward again towards Maciel. Too much mustard on it from Moretti. Panama beat Canada in penalties. Guatemala beat El Salvador in penalties. Alvarado tries to chip it by Klepal. He scored the winning penalty last night for the Guatemalans that put them in this situation. Scored 2 goals in the game as well. Pondeka set to take the field again, as he does. Gonzalez has been out there much of the night for the United States. Has cleaned things up ever since a rocky start to the second half, as Moretti watches that one go by. Gonzalez had a couple of early giveaways in this half and lost his mark on the Guatemala goal. He does have the goal, though, for the United States. Gonzalez touches it into space, past Umes. Sliding challenge in from Campagnac. And they will get maintenance out there quick, it looks like, to clean up that spot. You can see that streak of moisture down on the field. Matos can't find the feet of Klepal. Time winding down in the second half. Aguilar over to Campagnac. 1-1 scoreline between two teams looking to get back to the final. Both having won it in the past. Twice the United States have lifted the trophy. Once Guatemala has done it. Chipped over the top towards Ruiz. These teams combined to win 3 of the first 4 Concacaf Futsal Championships. The United States at 96 and 04, Guatemala then in 08. The first championship won by the United States was here in Guatemala City, as was Guatemala's title in 08. Laid off, opportunity for Arevalo, goes back to Campagnac. Now Aguilar, the shot is blocked by Pondeca. Campagnac keeps it alive, Pondeca blocks it again. And the last touch is off the foot of Campagnac. Pondeca back to Moretti. 6 minutes remaining. Moretti forward, taken down by Gonzalez, across, nobody there. Gonzalez pressures. Pondeca tries to intercept. 19-year-old nearly got there. He's got 2 goals in this tournament, scored 1 of the 2 goals for the United States in their quarterfinal triumph last night. That ball turns past Aguilar in front. Pondeca, too heavy of a touch. Gonzalez takes it back. Gonzalez still with it. Pondeca there instead of feeding it across. Gets a weak shot off on Reyes, and it's saved easily. The 5th of the night for Reyes. 4 of those 5 have come in the second half. On the flip side, Moretti has made 11 for the Americans. Pondeca takes a deflection. Santizo keeps it in, now pokes it out. 4 changes coming, it appears, for Guatemala. All those players standing up on the sideline, set to check in. Pondeca, the kick in. Just sent it towards goal. Nobody got a touch on it. Campagnac across for Ale. Umes pressured by Reguet. United States springing to life with 5 minutes remaining. Matos shown a yellow card. He's unsure of what he did. Pondeca to Matos, blocked. Guatemala has gotten the better of the United States the last 2 times these teams met in this tournament. Forward to Reguet. Back to Pondeca. Shot from wide. Saved by Reyes. Tough angled shot. Got a lot on it, Pondeca. The other way, Campagnac tries to cut it across and a handball. The trailing hand of the sliding Reguette just outside of the box. Take another look at it. Yep, right there on the backside, trailing hand of the sliding Reguette catches the ball. Free kick for Guatemala. The U.S. missed the 2016 tournament. They were eliminated in the last group stage match of 2012 by Guatemala. And back in 2008, Guatemala beat the United States 4-0 in the semifinal. Not going to be the same scoreline this time around, as these teams are deadlocked at 1 with 4:43 remaining. But could it be the same winner? Guatemala hopes so, and they hope to make that the case perhaps here on this free kick. Ruiz sends it towards goal, saved by Moretti. The rebound put wide by Alay. Immediately puts his hands to his face. Could not believe that he missed that opportunity. Take another look at it. Had the volley. That ball flashed in front of him, but still a chance to have put Guatemala up. Aguilar. Mancia, the goal scorer for Guatemala. Ruiz assisted it to him. Gets it back now from Campagnac and over again to Mancia. Chipped over the top towards Mancia. Off his line, chesting it down, Moretti. Hits it, out for a kick-in. Has to retreat back to his goal. Ruiz. Santizo checking in the middle for him. The U.S. has already seen one match end with a 1-1 scoreline after 40 minutes for them in this tournament. It was their opening match, a 1-1 draw against El Salvador. Teams have faced a pair of common opponents with very similar results. Flat ball shot blocked by Aguilar, chested down by Ventura. Volley is wide. The two common opponents being El Salvador and Dominican Republic. Both teams drew El Salvador. Both teams beat Dominican Republic by 2. Different scores, but same results in the end. 3-3 draw before penalties between Guatemala and El Salvador. 1-1 draw between the U.S. and El Salvador. Guatemala beat Dominican Republic 4-2. The U.S. beat Dominican Republic 2-0. Even matchups in their common opponents, and an even matchup here with 3 minutes remaining. Level at 1 apiece. Joe Malfa with you for the action at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. Guatemala's under some pressure here. U.S. far up the field, but now quickly the other way. Alvarado cuts in. Alvarado pokes it forward, saved by Moretti. Aguilar looking to keep it alive, puts an elbow into the chest of Ventura. He's already on a yellow card. It's just a foul. Perhaps the next time, though, it won't just be a warning. He's been involved in a couple of physical plays since he picked up that yellow card. Has to be careful. After the last physical play he was involved in, Jaime De Leon, the Guatemalan head coach, pulled him off to the sideline for a quick breather. Umas the shot, saved by Moretti again. That's a dozen for Moretti. Umas again. Two good looks. Neither hit the back of the net. 2:36 left. Moretti. A long toss towards Maciel. Headed out for a corner kick by Jose Ale. Maciel in the middle. It's sent back. Lucho Gonzalez sends it into the empty stands. No fans in attendance for the host nation, Guatemala, but a nation outside these doors willing this team on from their homes. Umes nearly stumbles over it. Back to Ale, chipped forward, in space, opportunity, Campagnac save Moretti. Good turn, better save with the right hand, dragging across Moretti. Umes to take the kick in. In the middle, Campagnac fighting for it, and Moretti grabs it before he can take a shot. 2 minutes remaining. Giveaway by Sobrera. Shot off the crossbar by Alvarado. The other way, Maciel. Game opening up in the closing moments. The other way again, Campagnac. And it's out for a kick-in. Timeout on the field. The shot from Alvarado. It's squarely on the bar. You can see the look on Moretti's face, a look of terror. And then relief as it hits the crossbar and stays out. Alvarado was the hero last night. That actually takes a deflection on the way in off of Lucho Gonzalez. Didn't notice it from the other angle. Alvarado last night scored with 34 seconds remaining to draw level at 2 goals apiece with El Salvador. He then scored in the second extra time to put Guatemala up 3-2, a lead they coughed up about 30 seconds later. And then the decisive penalty kick was scored by Alvarado. Will he factor in as heavily down the stretch tonight? Nearly did there. But over on the sideline now. Aguilar chips in towards Arevalo, and Moretti just boots it. 1:28 remaining. I'm tempted to say this game is inching towards extra time, but with the chances we've seen at both ends in the last minute or so, a goal being scored in the final 80 seconds would not at all be a surprise. Arevalo to Ruiz, now Aguilar. 1 minute remaining here in the second half. Aguilar. The game level at 1. A trip to the title game against Costa Rica on the line. That tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. The loser has to play at 5 p.m. in the third place game. Ruiz working on Gonzalez. Still getting by him on the left side. Keeps it in. The Americans seem to briefly pause, thinking it was out over the line. Fortunately for them, no Guatemalans there in the box to make them pay. .22 seconds left. Ruiz trying to chip it by, earns a kick in. Aguilar, 15 seconds. Santizo across to Ruiz, 10 seconds. Inside, opportunity, Alvarado turning and putting it wide. Oh my goodness, nearly did it again. Scored with 34 seconds yesterday, nearly does it with 7 seconds today. What a turn, but just put it wide. Moretti was a bit out of position there as well. Sent down the field and nearly flicked on target by Reguette, but the buzzer sounds. To extra time we go. We'll have a quick break as the team switch ends, followed by 2 5-minute extra time periods, and if necessary, if still tied, penalty kicks. Extra time set to begin in a moment. Joe Malfa here with you this evening. Action taking place in Guatemala City at Domo Polideportivo. The host nation in extra time. Level, 1 goal apiece with the United States. Costa Rica already through to tomorrow's championship game. Who will join them? Will it be a rematch of the 2012 final between Costa Rica and Guatemala? Or will the Americans meet Costa Rica in the championship game for the first time in this tournament's history? Underway in extra time. Guatemala in the all-whites starting it off, going from left to right. Taken away. Reguette has Klepal there. Reguette still going. Finds Klepal. Reguette in the front. Klepal looking to get it to him, but earns a corner in the process. Reguette was calling for it. Corner earned. Gonzalez up to take it. He scored the goal for the U.S. Puts it across. Shot is blocked and sent down towards Moretti. Gonzalez scored the goal for the U.S., but lost his mark. That allowed Guatemala to score their goal. So factoring into both of them, nearly dispossessed by Arevalo, just pokes it out for a kick in. Might we see penalty kicks for the 3rd time in this tournament? Still 9 minutes and 33 seconds before that. Again, a reminder, no golden goal situation here. Both 5-minute extra time periods will be played in their entirety. Aguilar back for Ruiz. Santizo to Arevalo. He hasn't scored yet in this tournament. He had 4 in 2016. If there was ever a time to get one, it would be great now. Aguilar. Stopped by Klepal. Klepal Forward to Reguet. Inside towards Kleppal. Knocked down by Aguilar cleanly. Just chipped out by Reyes. Didn't have a clean option. Reyes has made 5 saves. On the other end for the United States, Moretti has made 13. Matos to Kleppal. Moves it off of last. Arevalo. Not sure if Guatemala is ready to make a few changes or if everybody is just too excited to sit down over there on the sideline. 4 guys standing there. They are making changes, it appears. 3 new bodies out there. Umes waiting to check in as well. Campagnac. Back to Reyes. Ruiz over the top. Moretti off his line, waiting for it to get into the area to grab it. With Ale on his back. Kleppal. Gonzalez. Sent forward towards Maciel. Chipped up towards Maciel. Back to goal. Holding it up. Across for Matos. Back for Gonzalez. Directing traffic. Now he lays it off for Kleppal. Back again for Lucho Gonzalez. Forward towards Maciel, but he can't get there. Neither team with a real opportunity yet. Nearly halfway through the first extra time. Campagnac. Looking for Alvarado. Gonzalez to kick in. Forward to Maciel. 43-year-old holding it up. Maciel still with it. Lays it back for Gonzalez. Now Matos. Kleppal on the near wing. Forward, but Maciel went the other way. Guatemala preparing 4 more changes. Alvarado. Still with it. Back for Campagnac. Those 2 players, Alvarado, Campagnac, each had opportunities in the final 2 minutes of the second half. Campagnac's shot saved by Moretti. Alvarado's deflects off the crossbar. Alvarado takes his space, looks up, shot saved by Moretti, still alive. Campagnac can't get there. First real opportunity of the extra time for either team. 14th save for Moretti. Reguet has checked in for Maciel, holding up play. Across for Gonzalez, back to Reguet. Working on Umes. Campagnac takes it and earns a kick in. Lucho Gonzalez, the goal scorer for the U.S. 8 minutes into the first half. Jose Mancia, the goal scorer for Guatemala, 30 seconds into the second half. Snapped a 77-minute shutout streak for the United States. Aguilar to Ruiz. Working on Reguet. Ruiz cuts in. Ruiz in alleyway. Ruiz still with it. Over to Santizo. Can't get a shot off. But he earns a corner out of the equation. 1:05 to go in the first extra time. Corner incoming, and it's in! Guatemala takes the lead. Santizo with the goal. Dodges his man Escobar. Guatemala, like last night, takes a lead in extra time. Can they hold it this time, though, to avoid going to penalties? Dire straits now for the United States. Trailing for the first time in this game. The first goal of the tournament for Santizo. Reguet with it, shot high and wide. Aguilar chips it forward. Santizo, the hero as it stands. Escobar wins it. Still 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining overall. Just 35 seconds now, though, in the first extra time. The U.S. is going to have to give it everything they have offensively in the second extra time. We'll see how early they fly the goalkeeper to get the extra attacker out there when it comes to it. Unless they score here, Gonzalez sends it wide. Off 2 kicks from out of bounds, Guatemala scores 2 goals. A kick in from the far side earlier in the half, a corner from the near side in the second half. Mancia first, Santizo second. And Moretti did get a fingertip to that, so it's another corner with 14 seconds remaining. All the way back to Aguilar. Inside, give and go opportunity. Four seconds remaining. Alvarado a chance. Buzzer sounds. First extra time over. Guatemala takes the lead on the goal from Edgar Santizo. No break here. I'll stick with you. Just a quick minute as the teams change sides. Guatemala so close to a berth in the final, where they would have a rematch against Costa Rica of the 2012 championship match. Guatemala won in 08. They lost in 2012. And they came in third place in 2016. As it stands, that goal from Santizo would put them in the final. 5 minutes to go. They took a lead in extra time last night against El Salvador and relinquished it, setting up a penalty shootout. Jaime De Leon's crew, so close. They spent so much time preparing for this tournament. They went on a tour of Brazil in which they played some of the nation's biggest club teams. They felt it prepared them very well for this tournament. Every nation had 2 missions in this tournament. The first was to make the semifinal to qualify for the World Cup. Check mark for both of these teams, Guatemala and the United States. The second mission, lift the trophy. For one of these teams, that objective will still be alive at the end of tonight. The hope dies for the other. Both teams still guaranteed to play one more match in this tournament. There is a third place game tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time, but that is not the Sunday match you want to be playing in. You want the 8 o'clock kickoff against Costa Rica for the title, and Guatemala is 5 minutes from it. Matos has that designated goalkeeper kit on. Looks like he is set to check in. Keep an eye on Moretti. Reguet can't get footing on it. Tossed by Reyes. In space, Moretti comes out to challenge. He is injured after that collision. "16 seconds into the second extra time. Oseale comes flying in. Looks like he got a boot to the midsection of Moretti. Matos had that extra kit on, the designated keeper kit. We'll see if he enters or how soon he will. Guatemala was very aggressive yesterday in flying the goalkeeper. Down 2 goals, they did it with 9 minutes remaining. They brought a goal back with 6 minutes left and still did it the rest of the way. 4:37 here, the U.S. still has Moretti in there. But Matos did have that kit on, ready to check in at any moment. Guatemala has been the better of the two sides offensively throughout the night. Moretti has had to save 14 shots compared to just 5 for Jose Reyes in goal for Guatemala. 16 shots on target for the Guatemalans, 2 goals. 6 shots on target for the U.S. Giveaway here. But a high boot coming in from Arevalo. Still waiting for Matos to check out onto the field. Gonzalez under heavy pressure, turns it over. Alvarado fighting for it, still there. Ventura corrals it on the sideline. Klepal in space. Klepal ranging forward, a couple step overs, a cut in. Klepal shot, it deflects in! The United States draw level! I don't know if it took a touch off Reguet or the Guatemalan defender. We'll take a look here. But the Americans have tied it. And it glances off of Mancia on the shot from Klepal. 2-2. For the second night in a row, Guatemala takes a lead in extra time, only to cough it up. 4 minutes remaining. Matos never even had to check out there as an extra attacker for the U.S. Momentum shifts the Americans' way. Klepal likely will get credit for the goal. Shot was going on target before it took that touch. Reguet back to goal, lays it off for Pondeka. Pondeka with it on his left foot. Pondeka creates space, shot saved by Reyes. Ventura set for the kick in. 3:39 remaining. Back for Gonzalez, out for Pondeka. The 19-year-old shot goes over the bar. Takes a deflection though on the way in from Santizo. Pondeka sends it right to Reyes. Mancia gives it away. Reguet, the shot saved by Reyes. Rebound to Gonzalez. Reguet still there. Shot goes wide. .3:17 to go in extra time. If still tied, we head to penalties. Guatemala converted 4 of them last night in a 4-3 winning effort in penalties against El Salvador. Deflected over the goal as Ventura pressures. Sent forward. Pondeka takes it. Ventura there. Pondeka wants it back. Chipped into the middle. Into the hands of Reyes. Under 3 to play. Aguilar to Ruiz. Ventura is there. Ruiz gets by. Ruiz on Moretti, save. In front, the rebound. And a wide open goal for Mancia. But he can't handle it. 15th save for Diego Moretti. Mancia only had Pondeka to beat. Pondeka turns into space, still with it, taken down cleanly. Kick in for the Americans. Matos. Around for Klepal. Chips it by. Can't get past Campagnac. Klepal's goal leveled the score line here in the second extra time. Sent through. Opportunity for LA. Save again, Moretti. A sweet 16th save for Diego Moretti. Around to Campagnac, can't keep it in. Moretti directing traffic. He wants to send it long, he does. Up towards Klepal, but punched away by Reyes. Pondeca to take the kick in. Goes back with it. Alvarado. Ruiz dispossessed by Gonzalez. Klepal with it. Klepal taken down, no call. Long toss the other way. Pondeca collides. Heavy challenge on Alvarado. And a straight red card for Pondeca. Heavy collision, straight red card. For the remainder of this game, or until Guatemala scores, if it comes in the next 135, the United States will be playing a man down. Teammates console Pondeca. Emotion from the youngster. Timeout on the field. I believe that was the warning against the U.S. as well for their 5th foul. So Guatemala will have a man-up opportunity. It would be a man up for 2 minutes, but there's only 1:35 remaining in the game. So either the clock expires with the 2-2 scoreline, or they score with the man up. There is a scenario in which the U.S. with the man down scores, and that would be something. Santizo to Ruiz. Umes shot just wide. Might have taken a touch by Moretti. Umes wins it. Gonzalez had to be careful there not to commit the foul just because he lost the ball. Because I believe during that timeout, the U.S. received a 5-foul warning. .124 left. Ruiz to Santizo. Inside, opportunity for Mancia, save Moretti. 17th save. Santizo back to Mancia. Taken away by Matos. The best way to put it, the U.S. will no longer have any moment in this game at even strength with a tie score line. If it gets back to even strength, it means Guatemala scored. Or the clock will expire with Guatemala having 4 out there to the United States' 3. Can they see it through? Alvarado! Far post just wide. 57 seconds remaining for the U.S. to survive. At this point, penalties would be a very welcome sight for the Americans. The red card against Pondeca came with 1:35 remaining. Gonzalez twisting, turning, trying to get away. Taken away. Umas Moretti sliding into clear. Second night in a row, all the drama in a match involving the host nation, Guatemala. Santizo to Alvarado, shot saved by Moretti. Alvarado didn't seem like he wanted to take that shot. He was directing traffic. He wanted a runner to the back post. Nobody ever flashed. 36 seconds remaining. Santizo to Alvarado. Alvarado across to nobody. 31.7 remaining. Guatemala a man up. Either for the remainder of the game or until they score. Matos just sends it forward. Klepal trying to hold it up. 1v2, no help there. Ruiz, down low. Santizo to Alvarado, shot save again, Moretti. 5.8 seconds away. Santizo's shot blocked. Matos clears it. We're going to penalties to decide the last spot in the title game against Costa Rica. Unbelievable drama unfolding at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. Last night, Guatemala, during penalties, substituted Lester Arevalo, the backup goalkeeper, in. It will be interesting to see if they employ the same strategy tonight. The kick takers last night for Guatemala: Ale, Santizo, Aguilar, Mancia, and Alvarado. The only one who missed was Ale. Third time an elimination match in this tournament has gone to penalties. Panama won the first against Canada. Guatemala won the second against El Salvador. Historically, Guatemala seems to have a penchant for going to penalties in the dramatic moments. Twice in this tournament. And then when they won the title back in 2008, they won it in penalties. Both teams already qualified for the World Cup. The next objective, lifting the 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championship trophy. That dream dies for one of these teams at the end of penalties. One side's hearts will be full of joy, one side's hearts will be shattered. For now, it's Jose Reyes in goal. It'll be Guatemala shooting first. Lester Arevalo, you see there in the back of your screen. He was on the line with his teammates. Again, last night, Reyes was in goal for the first El Salvador penalty. Arevalo the rest of the way. We'll see how it goes for Guatemala. It's Moretti in goal for the Americans. He's made 17 saves tonight. And just like last night, Jose Ale will take the first penalty. He missed last night to start things off. Already shuffling the feet, anticipating the shot, awaiting the whistle. Here it comes from Jose Ale. Converts. Makes amends for last night's miss. Already guessed the right way, but didn't get close enough to the post. Guatemala starts it off with a goal. Daniel Matos for the Americans. The 35-year-old Matos against Reyes. Matos off the post. A lead for Guatemala after one round of penalties. Well struck, but off the post. And you see warming up on the top of your screen, Lester Arevalo. So much like last night, Arevalo appears to be popping in for Jose Reyes after the first shot. This one coming from Santizo against Moretti. Santizo converts. 2-0 Guatemala. Pressure on the United States now. It's the 43-year-old Emerson Maciel. Maciel against Arevalo. Maciel converts. The U.S. would have been on the precipice of defeat had he missed. 2-1 after 2 rounds of penalties in favor of Guatemala. Alan Aguilar, the captain, steps up to it. Aguilar against Moretti, off the post! A chance for the U.S. to draw level. Both misses so far have been off the same post. Klepal had the equalizer in extra time. Now at the spot, he converts. On equal footing after 3 rounds. 2 conversions apiece. Jose Mancia, long run up. Mancia saved by Moretti. With the right arm, Diego Moretti makes the stop. A chance now for the U.S. to go up. Lucho Gonzalez, off the post again. The Americans had a chance to put the pressure on Guatemala going into the 5th round, but still equal. That time off the crossbar. Roberto Alvarado. His penalty was a decisive one last night. Could put the pressure on the U.S., and he does. Simple as this. The U.S. must convert to keep this going. A miss or a save, and Guatemala is through to the championship match. Comes down to Alencar Ventura. Ventura against Arevalo. Ventura, the shot, and it's in. We go to a 6th round. Arevalo might have gotten a piece of it as he guessed the right way. He did not. He did guess the right way, but only that. For the sixth, we go. Wanderlei Ruiz, the shot. No problem there. Blows it right by Moretti. Puts the pressure right back on the Americans. Can't strike it much better than that. All Moretti could do is wave the left arm and hope for the best. The pressure on Ricardo Cabrera. Cabrera against Arevalo. Cabrera makes it count. We go to a seventh. Again, Arevalo guesses the right way. He baited Cabrera into going that way. Fernando Campagnac to keep it going again. Campagnac saved by Moretti. The Americans with a chance to win here in the bottom of the seventh. The U.S. has not been in the title game since 2004. Eduardo Buenfil, the 23-year-old. Buenfil, the shot. The United States going to the final for the first time since 2004. USA, Costa Rica, tomorrow 8 p.m. at Domo Polideportivo. With the title on the line, it's Eduardo Buenfil who wins it in the seventh round of penalties. Catch your breath. We're back in a moment for the full-time highlights. United States through to the finals. We have been treated to some spectacular matches in the 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championship, the latest between the United States and Guatemala. The scoring was started in the first half by Lucho Gonzalez, put the U.S. up